Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the CENTA International Teaching Professionals Olympiad webinar series. Um, Today is the third webinar of this series on decoding CENTA International TPO Social Studies. I am Ashika. I am an academic consultant, currently working as an associate in the content team at CENTA. And my colleague here, Susan, is also an academic consultant and senior associate in the content team at CENTA. Both of us will be heading the session today. I can see that um, on the chat we have so many of you from different parts joining us today. It would be great if you entered your name, your school, your location, etc., along with your good evening greetings. Okay. My request to each and everyone, we'll be sharing a few sample questions. I request you all to actively engage in the chat box. Wait till the end to ask questions or your concerns. Take notes whenever is required. Look at the sample questions carefully, how they will be framed, which topics are covered, what is the mark scheme like, how the insights are designed. All these things you will be seeing in today's session. So please make a good note of all these things, and you can also ask questions on the chat box. Very nice. I see a lot of participants. Please share your location and school name as well in the chat box. Okay. As you are already aware, this is the ninth edition of CENTA International Teaching Professionals Olympiad, and this is a global competition for teachers in association with Education World. Our academic partners are the University of Santa Cruz, the University of Buckingham, and Oxford University Press. Who is it for? This is for all the professional teachers from government schools, private schools, teachers from tuition centers, or anyone who aspires to be a teacher. Why TPO then? Most commonly asked question, why TPO? Because it provides you a platform to assess your skills as a teacher, and it recognizes, rewards, and celebrates the teaching profession. Okay. We started CENTA TPO in 7 cities. It was offline, and teachers had to come to an examination center and take the exam in 2015. In 2019, we expanded TPO and it was international. There were teachers from 2 countries and 75 cities who took part. But in 2024, TPO is fully online and international. We have participants from 5,000 different regions spread over 70 plus countries. It is a remarkable achievement in terms of increasing participants. Well, in today's webinar, we will be covering overview of the TPO, what is it, how is it, etc., and details of prelims, mark scheme, scorecard, overview of the assessment interface, how the inside format looks like, and we are going to look at middle school social studies track today using some of the sample questions. Those who have cleared the TPO will be getting cash rewards and scholarships, and also your profile will come up in the education world. Now, my colleague Susan will take you through the details of TPO. Susan?
Thank you, Ashika. Welcome once again to our webinar. I can see a lot of you joining from different locations, and it is heartwarming to see all this encouragement. I will be taking you through the history of CENTA TPO. So this was only a single stage competition in 2015 to 2019. And to write this test, the teachers had to go to the center and physically write these tests. From 2020 to 2022, we have had this as a two-stage competition. First was the prelims with MCQs and the finals with MCQs and video presentation. Currently, in 2024, we are having the prelims under the MCQ pattern only and which is completely online and can be taken internationally from any location. The finals, which will be held in April 2024, will be based on MCQs and video evaluation. The TPO International 2024 is fully online. You can take it using a laptop, desktop, smartphone, which has an active front facing camera and microphone and an active internet connection. It will be in two stages, the prelims, which will happen up to March 29th, 2024, and the finals during April 2024. The participants are from over 70 countries since last year, and the awards were given by globally recognized organizations. The prelims will have 50 questions, MCQ questions, which will last for 90 minutes. We have quite a few subjects, tracks that TPO will be having, and some of the webinars have covered English and STEM subjects. Today we will be covering social studies. Following weeks, we will be covering early childhood education track, school leadership track, and Hindi and Tamil tracks. We will be looking at some of the sample questions of social studies, which will be a good guidance for you to prepare for the test. We have a comprehensive and globally benchmarked set of competencies that are expected from teachers in different stages of their career. What you see on the screen are the CENTA Standards, which cover the technical competencies and the professional competencies that are tested for. Now, under technical competencies, it includes specific subject expertise, content creation, assessment methods, remediation, and conceptual clarity, and usage, most importantly, usage of technology in classroom. And the professional competency includes relevant effective interaction methods with students in the class, with parents, with other stakeholders, being aware of policies and safety measures, being aware of time management skills. Other than this, we have the core competency. This, with respect to any profession, a certain level of core competency is expected. So, as also with teachers, core competencies would cover areas like logical ability, critical thinking, and communication skills. Our CENTA International TPO prelims would cover questions on MCQ based pattern on subject expertise and professional competencies, pedagogical content knowledge, general pedagogy, and professional competencies. We have what we see here is a sample of the question paper and also the scorecard. Assessment will cover subjects like knowledge of conceptual understanding and its applications, subject expertise, consists of 20 questions, 10 markers, 10 questions of 1 marker each, and 10 questions of 2 markers each, with a total of 30 marks. This will cover subject specific conceptual understanding of the different topics. Pedagogical content knowledge questions will have 10 questions with a total of 10 marks, and we will be testing the methodology used to teach a subject and the clarity required to clear misconceptions. GP, that is general pedagogy, will have 10 questions of 2 markers each, and professional competencies will have 10 questions of 2 markers each. Now, we will see a sample of our test paper. Right below of your screen, you can see the test paper. At the left bottom, you can see your photo and sample questions in the MCQ pattern with 4 options, and you will have to click the right option. On the top left, you can see the question distribution under each sections. On the right of the screen is a sample scorecard, where you also see the validity of the certificate. The certificate is valid for 1 year from the date of issue. On the right side of the screen, you can see a sample scorecard. There is also a validity mentioned on the scorecard. It is valid for 1 year from the date of issue. You also have the benefit of detailed individual reports with insights. What you see here is the TQ certificate. This is a sample of the certificate. When you log in through the link, please ensure that you enter your name correctly with all the details. On the right side is a sample of your score insight. This will help to decode your strengths and the areas that require development. TPO International is all about rewarding, recognizing, and celebrating teachers and their achievements. A common platform for all teachers, whether they are from corporate or private or government schools. It is a place where they are recognized for their profession. We will look at some of the sample questions that we will be using for social studies, and my colleague Ashika will lead you through that.
Thank you, Susan, for taking us through the details of TPO, how the certification looks, what are the competencies that is assessed. Thank you so much for giving us a clear picture on all these details. Um, Dear teachers, I see that some of you are not able to see the screen, or you are saying that it is not clear. My suggestion is please change the resolution to 720p in the video settings. Then you will be able to see the clear picture. I know some of you must be traveling back from school to home, or you're just in school. So what I am going to do now is, while sharing the sample question, I will read out the question and I will read out the option, so that you can also listen to the question and listen to the options and answer in the chat. Before I move to the sample question, my humble request to each and every teacher here is that please actively participate. Whether the answers are correct or wrong, it doesn't matter. Please participate and share your response. Um, so that way you will also know where you are making mistakes. Um, the questions are framed based on your subjects. The first part is subject specific question or subject expertise. It consists questions from different topics in the subject that you are teaching, and it is very grade specific. When I said middle school track, it is grade specific. You can refer to NCRT book. Also, you can refer to our resources in the CENTA app, for which the link will be shared. You can go through the app, and you can download the app. You can go through the different resources. You can see the community groups and everything, and you will get different resources available there. So here, in the social studies subject, we will be covering questions from history, political science, geography, and some of the concepts from economics as well. So are we ready for the questions? I would really appreciate it if all of you can respond by showing a thumbs up or an S. Just reply yes or a thumbs up. Then we can go ahead with sample questions. Yes, yes, very nice. Thank you, teachers. We'll look at the first question. The first question, in India, the Planning Commission of 1950 was set up for which of the following primary policies? What you have to note before reading the question is that this question is from civics or political science, and the topic is constitution. This is relevant to grade 8. Um, so let us look at the option. To design and execute healthcare. Option A, to design and execute healthcare. Option B, to design and execute economic policies. Option C, it redefined the nature of justice a citizen is entitled to. Option D, it redefined the nature of polity that India is. I'm going to repeat the question and options. In India, the Planning Commission of 1950 was set up for which of the following primary policies? Option A, to design and execute healthcare policies. Option B, to design and execute economic policies. C, it redefined the nature of justice a citizen is entitled to. Option D, it redefined the nature of polity that India is. Let us take 10-15 minutes, read the question again, go through the option, look at the stem of the question, what are we talking about, which year, which concept, and then answer. Your 10 seconds starts now. I see a lot of you are actively engaging in the chat box. Very nice. Most of you have given me B as an answer. Some of you have selected C as the option. Okay, I would really appreciate it if a lot more teachers can participate. Very nice, very nice. B, B. A lot of you have selected B as an option. Let us look at the answer. In India, the Planning Commission of 1950 was set up for which of the following primary policies? Option B is the correct answer, to design and execute economic policies. Why option A, C, and D are wrong, or why option B is correct? Let us look at the insight as well. After independence, Nehru set up the Planning Commission in 1950 to formulate economic policies and bring about welfare of the state. The first 5-year plan focused majorly on agriculture more than industry, which also focused on the industry was focused in the second 5-year plan. Option A is incorrect because healthcare policies or service were not a priority in the first 5 years. And option C is incorrect. Let us go back to that slide. Huh. Option C is incorrect because citizen or the fundamental rights were not part of the first 5-year plan. And option D as well, first 5-year plan did not deal with the constitutional amendments or polity of the country. So option B is the correct answer. Thank you, everyone. A lot of you have selected option B. Very nice. It's an easy question, absolutely. Next question. Um, this is also subject expertise question. The topic is earthquakes from geography. This is also 1 mark question. This is to assess your understanding from the Bloom's taxonomy. In which of the following states is it more relevant for schools to implement regular training sessions and mock drills for safety measures to be taken during an earthquake? I will repeat the question. In which of the following states is it most relevant for schools to implement regular training sessions and mock drills for safety measures to be taken during an earthquake? Option A, Karnataka. Option B, Gujarat. Option C, Kerala. Option D, Andhra Pradesh. Let us take 10 seconds. Yes, I see option B as answer from some of the teachers. Option B, B and C. Okay, you can only select one option. Geeta ma'am. Okay, I will repeat the question. In which of the following states is it most relevant for schools to implement regular training sessions and mock drills for safety measures to be taken during an earthquake? Option A, Karnataka. Option B, Gujarat. Option C, Kerala. Option D, Andhra Pradesh. Let us look at the correct answer. I will give 5 more seconds for those who have not answered. Option B, it's B. Some people are extremely confident. Very nice. Option B. All of you are selecting option B. So yes, so obviously option B is the correct answer. This is also easy question. Gujarat is the correct answer. Why Gujarat is the correct answer? Because it experiences more earthquake compared to other states given in these options. Correct. Gujarat is located in earthquake prone zone because it is very close to the two tectonic plates. First one is the Indo-Australian plate, and the other one is Eurasian plate that slide under each other. So that causes more earthquake in Gujarat. But when you look at the option A, C, and D are southern states, Karnataka, Kerala, and Andhra Pradesh. They are far away from the intersection of the tectonic plates, and hence they are not prone to earthquake. Yes. Thank you, Sarala Devi ma'am. You have mentioned that they are earthquake prone zone. Absolutely. Next, we will look at um, next one, pedagogical content knowledge questions. Okay, so here there will be 10 questions for 10 marks, and these questions will assess your skills as a teacher in specific subject, like the methodology that you use to teach this subject, or the strategies you are using to teach the subject, or the strategies you use to conduct assessment or remedials, or to clear the misconceptions. So in pedagogical content knowledge, we are going to assess your skills as a teacher in this particular subject. So, are we ready for the questions? Yes. Um, before I show the questions, here is one suggestion for all the teachers. Please look at the questions carefully, read the question carefully. The options might look very familiar and you might get confused with all the options. You might feel that option B, C, D all are correct. But read the question carefully and select the option. First question, Miss Diksha is going to introduce civil rights movements around the world to her class. Which of the following questions will give her the best indication of her students' preparedness for the lesson on civil rights movement. I will read out the question again, but before I read out the question, look at the section here. This is pedagogical content knowledge question. Topic is civil rights from the political science or civics subject relevant to grade 7. Here we are looking at the um, which of the following question will give her the best indication. Okay, let us look at the option. First one is describe examples where you have seen boys and girls being treated differently. Option B, why did our freedom fighters want the British to leave the country? Option C, give two examples of stereotyping you have seen around you. Option D, what is the meaning of voting for a representative? I will read out the question again and I will read out the option. Think and answer the question. Miss Diksha is going to introduce civil rights movements around the world in her class. Which of the following questions will give her the best indication of her students' preparedness for the lesson on civil rights movements? Option A, describe examples where you have seen boys and girls being treated differently. Why did our freedom fighters want the British to leave the country? That is option B. Option C, give two examples of stereotyping you have seen around you. Option D, what is the meaning of voting for a representative? Let us take few seconds to answer this question. I see a lot of you have selected option B and some of you have selected option B and A. Read again carefully. We are looking at Miss Diksha is going to introduce civil rights movements around the world in her class. This is relevant to grade 7. Option A. Okay, option B. Option A. Okay, let us look at the answer now. Miss Diksha is going to introduce civil rights movements around the world to her class. Which of the following question will give her the best indication of her students' preparedness for the lesson on civil rights movement? The correct answer is option A. Describe examples where you have seen boys and girls being treated differently. A lot of you have selected option E, some of you have selected option B and option D. Let me explain why option A is correct. See, at the beginning of the lesson on this topic, especially, the first step should be going into the root cause of various movements. In this case, the movement was on equal gender rights. Okay, option B, option C, option D, all these are talking specifically about civil rights. If you look at the option, yeah, they're specifically talking about civil rights or British or sociological origins. But here, what are we looking at? Students' preparedness on civil rights. Okay. Option D, a lot of you are still choosing option D. Option D is incorrect because this is not directly related to civil rights movements. This is the later result of civil rights movement. Please read the question carefully and answer PCK or pedagogical content knowledge questions. Like I mentioned earlier, all the options look like they are correct answers. We'll look at one more sample question. The next question is on natural physical features. This is also relevant to grade 7. Which of the following learning objectives will lead students to apply as per Bloom's taxonomy, the concept of ocean current? Okay. Which of the following learning objectives will lead students to apply as per Bloom's taxonomy, the concept of Ocean currents. Option A, describe how shipping companies use the knowledge of ocean currents. Option B, demonstrate the effect of heat and wind speed on ocean currents. Explain the factors that affect ocean currents. Make a model to show the difference in ocean currents in both hemispheres. I will read the question again. Which of the following learning objectives will lead students to apply the concept of ocean currents? Here, apply is according to Bloom's taxonomy. Option A, describe how shipping companies use the knowledge of ocean currents. Option B, demonstrate the effect of heat and wind speed on ocean currents. Option C, explain the factors that affect ocean currents. Option D, make a model to show the difference in ocean currents in both hemispheres. We will take 10 seconds. Please go through the question again and read the options carefully. A lot of you are selecting option A, some of you have selected option D, option B. Okay, option D, yes, option A. Let us look at the correct answer. We are looking at apply as a taxonomy from Bloom's taxonomy here. And we are looking at learning objective on the concept of ocean currents. These are all keywords. Okay, option D, option A. The answer is A. All those who have selected option A, your answer is absolutely correct. Pat on your back. Option A, describe how shipping companies use the knowledge of ocean current. Uh, why option C or some of you have chosen option D is incorrect. Option D, let me show the previous option. Option D is incorrect because here uh, make a model to show the difference in ocean currents in both hemispheres. Here we are checking analytical skills, which is a higher taxonomy. We are not looking at application here, we are looking at analytical skills in option D. So that is not correct. Option C is incorrect. Why? Again, it is more of check for understanding than an application. Look at the option C, explain the factors that affect ocean currents. This is not application, this is more of understanding. Option B is incorrect. Why? This is also check for understanding. Here we are asking demonstrate the effect of heat and wind speed on ocean currents. There is nothing to apply here. The concept of ocean currents to a specific question, there is no application here. But option A, describe how shipping companies use the knowledge. How are they using the knowledge for knowledge of ocean currents? Okay. So that is why I mentioned earlier, please read the question carefully. Here we are not looking at whether you are aware of the subject knowledge. We are thinking of how you are applying the taxonomy. The question is application question. So those who have selected option D and C, these are all understanding and analysis part of the, yes, taxonomy. Thank you. So now you have got a fair idea on how PCK questions will be, or the pedagogical content knowledge questions will be. Now we will look at general pedagogy question. Here, what we are going to, the questions will be for 20 marks. The questions will be framed based on your skills as a teacher, how you manage the class, how you conduct the assessment, or how you conduct the remedial classes, how is your parent teacher engagement, all these will be assessed here. And here another thing is, this is not specific to any grade, this is not specific to any subject, this is entirely general knowledge on how your skills are as a teacher. So again here, these are also quite confusing questions. So go through the questions again and again, read them repeatedly, and read the options carefully, because all the options will look like they are the correct option. So read the question again, read the options again, think of yourself in that situation, and see how you would solve a problem in that situation. Let us look at the first question. Huh. Okay. Which of the following is an ideal first step to encourage student participation in the classroom? So, this is grade agnostic, this is related to cognitive development, and this is general pedagogy question. You can see that this is not relevant to any specific subject or any specific grade. Which of the following is an ideal first step to encourage student participation in the classroom? Option A, assigning more rigorous activities as classwork. Option B, organizing parent teacher meetings more frequently. Option C, fostering a positive and inclusive classroom culture. Option D, incentivizing only the students who ask smart questions. Okay, I'm going to repeat the question and options again. Which of the following is an ideal first step to encourage student participation in the classroom? We are looking at ideal first step, encourage student participation in the classroom. So the options are assigning more rigorous activities as classwork, organizing parent teacher meetings more frequently. Option C, fostering a positive and inclusive classroom culture. D, incentivizing only the students who ask smart questions. This is a very easy question. All of you can answer this. I see a lot of you have selected C, and some of you have selected the same option multiple times. C, C, C. Yes, I really appreciate uh, all of your active engagement here. Very nice. Let us look at the answer. Which of the following is the ideal first step? Yes, obviously it is fostering a positive and inclusive classroom culture. Um, we'll look at the options, and I'll explain you why option C is correct and why other options are incorrect. Assigning more rigorous activities as classwork will not encourage in student participation. This is not going to be positive in the classroom. This is more like a punishment in the classroom. We all know that as teachers. Organizing parent teacher meeting more frequently, option B is also incorrect, because as a teacher, hosting parent teacher meeting frequently is logistically not possible. So yes, that option is also not correct. Option D, incentivizing only students who ask smart question, is absolutely wrong. That is not inclusive, that is not creating a positive environment, that is not involving all the students in active engagement. So option C, fostering a positive and inclusive classroom culture, is the correct answer. Thank you, teachers. A lot of you have selected the correct option. Let us look at one more question. Okay, we will look at the professional competencies. Here, the question will be based on your skills in collaboration with other teachers, or your academic coordinators, or with your principal or parents, or your leadership skills, and overall holistic development of you as a teacher. This is not subject specific, this is not related to pedagogy, this is more of you as a teacher, how you collaborate, how you participate in activities that happen in the school, or how you engage with parents, how you're engaging with principal, coordinator, or even the school management. Let us look at a few questions. The weightage here is again 20 marks. um, let us look at a sample question. Again, please actively participate in the session. I'm going to read the question. Parents, guardians are to be informed about the change in the fee payment method at their ward school. Which of the following is the best way to communicate? This is also um, grade agnostic, not specific to any grade. Option, make announcement in classes so that students can inform their parents, guardians when they go home. Option B, organize a parent teacher meeting to explain the same to the parents. Option C, send a direct notification to the parents with necessary details. Get an admin person to call each parent and tell them about the change. Let us take 2 seconds to read the question and answer. Very quick responses. Option C. Option C. Somebody has selected option B. Well, let us look at the answer. This is a very easy question. The answer is yes, C. Send a direct notification to the parents with necessary details. Like I mentioned earlier, please read the questions carefully and options carefully. Like I also mentioned, all the options seem to be correct. That's why I can see a lot of you selecting B, D, and A as option. I'll tell you why option B, A, and D are not correct. Make announcement in the classes so that the students can inform their parent guardians when they go home. This seems like a very easy option, but this communication is not official communication from the school. Most of the parents will not even take it seriously. So this option is incorrect. Option B, organize a parent teacher meeting to explain the same to the parents. Yes, this is a good option, but it is very difficult to schedule meeting every now and then for a school. So option B, not feasible, so incorrect. Option C, send a direct notification to the parents with necessary details. This is very easy. Send an official notification through SMS, email, or in the pamphlet, or write it in the diary. So this is very easy. The last option D, get an admin person to call each parent and tell them about the change, is not feasible at all. Calling parents who will be busy, this is not going to be very easy for the school. So option D is also incorrect. Very nice. Thank you, teachers, for participating so well in the Q&A. So here, where can you access the resource? How do you prepare for CENTA TPO? These are the most common questions that's been asked frequently for us. So how do you prepare? One, the best option is download our CENTA app. There are resource groups. On the groups, you can use. You can go on the community my groups and select the subjects and join those groups. We have already shared the link. There is app link for iPhone. There is a link for the Android as well. For those who cannot download, we also have website. I will share it in some time. And some of you keep asking me about subject specific questions. Where can we find the subject wise question? These are all available on the free resource on our website or in the app. And sample questions with explanation video, which you can find. Some of the videos are already uploaded on YouTube. Some of them are there on our app. So go through the app. Recorded webinars and free learning resources are also available on our app and website. Please log in and use these resources. So we keep hosting these live webinars, TPO special series. Today is the third webinar. There is an upcoming webinar on Feb 4th or Feb 5th on early childhood education, and there is one more webinar. And some of the webinars we have already conducted. The live videos are available on YouTube or on our app. So please go through that. We have shared the link on the chat for you to go through. Please download the app and you can access the resources. So how do you register for CENTA TPO? There is a link, specific link. That's the first step. Open the link and then click on register now, and then fill the registration form, submit and pay. Okay, and fee per test track per subject, it is rupees 850 only, including um, 850 plus GST. For international locations, there is a separate link which is available on our website. You can register through that. For those who have joined today, I have got a special offer for you. This is flash 30%. Use the code SST30 It is only valid for 24 hours. Starting from now, we have already shared the registration link with the promo code. Please use this. It is SST30 and you will get flat 30% discount. Please go register now. Yes, now we can answer few of your questions. Do you have any question? We have shared the app link, we have shared the promo code, we have shared the registration form. Go through the chat box and you will find all these links. For the resources, you can always go back to our app or our website and you will find the resources. And um, for the registration link, we have shared the registration link with the promo code. The promo code is valid for next 24 hours starting from now. So register as soon as possible. You can register for multiple subjects. Yes, some of you had asked at the very beginning of the session. If you want to register for 2 subjects, you can register. For yes, somebody is asking that I have tried to register, but I'm not permitted because I'm from Africa, Ghana. Yes, there is a specific registration link on the website. You can register through that link. Any question? How can we how can we get certificate, ma'am? I'm not sure which certification you're talking about. I'm assuming the prelims certificate you're talking about. So after you take the prelims exam, you will get the result with certification, the participation certificate, certification plus your inside document. And is the syllabus for the preliminary level available now? Yes, very interesting question. I think this is also one of the commonly asked question. How do we study, what should we study? So when you are applying for the tracks, when you're applying for TPO, you will see different subject and different grade groups. For instance, middle school social track is applicable from grade 6 to grade 8, that is the middle school. So what you're going to do is you're going to refer to your own books, your own subject knowledge, refer to different resources specific to the topics covered in grade 6, 7, 8, and study that. Apart from that, when it comes to pedagogy, pedagogical content knowledge, or general pedagogy, or professional competencies, there is no specific resource for this. This is us testing you as a teacher. So there are various resources available. For you to streamline all these resources, definitely go through our website or the app. Download our app, you will see the community, you will see free resources, you will see a lot of learning materials. And we keep conducting different webinars, and we keep conducting different courses, so you can go through all of these through our app. I'm not sure what is this. Can I change the task area before the deadline? I did not get what do you mean task area? Okay. We are sharing the feedback form. Please take a minute to fill the feedback form as well.
Payment
How
mode.
will we certificate? How will we get certificate of this webinar? Once you fill the feedback form, you will get a participation certificate.
It's online payment mode.
Yes, it is online payment mode. You can pay using your debit card, credit card, or even UPI. Okay. Do we have any more questions? Okay, I'm going to repeat few of the important aspects again. One, we have shared the link to download CENTA app, whether it is for Android or for iPhone, on the chat box. Please download the app. Second one, there is a flat discount going on for you. We have shared the promo code. Use that today. Within next 24 hours, please register. Survey not available. Just give us a moment, let us check that. The other thing is, most commonly made mistake is that teachers are not reading the questions, directly selecting the options. Spend enough time on reading the question, checking the option. Think about yourself in that situation and see what you would do as a teacher in that situation. So answer carefully. Whenever you see questions like questions with options like statement 1 and 2 are incorrect, statement 1 is correct, statement 3 is incorrect, please read the statements carefully. Do not directly select all of the above, none of the above. Read carefully and then select the options. And all prelims, you can take it online. This year's TPO is entirely online. Webinar code. Any question related to social as a track, or any question related to pedagogical content knowledge or general pedagogy or professional competencies? Anything related to the exam? How does it look? Survey is not available. A lot of you are saying that the survey is not available. We have shared the link again. The code is 0192. Click on the link again and you will be able to see the survey. Uh, yeah, you can see the survey link. The code for the feedback form is 0192. Webinar code is 0192. This video will be posted on YouTube. You can watch it again. If you are taking any other subject tracks as well, videos are available on the YouTube and also in our app. Please go watch the videos again. So since there are no questions, um, okay, there is a community created for CENTA International Teaching Professionals Olympiad. So you can download the app and you can share your questions there, um, and your questions will be answered. Okay.
Those who are looking into the survey link, you have to copy till the RV, ZOURV. You have to copy the complete link. Then you will be able to go into the link. See the link that is shared. Please go all the way, copy the link throughout till RV.
Okay. Just click on the link and you will be able to open. Use the coupon code or the promo code SST30 to avail 30% discount. Register as soon as possible.
Please copy the survey link and post it in a new window. Zero one nine two is a 4-digit code.
Thank you, teachers. Thank you for actively participating in this session. The upcoming sessions on early childhood education is scheduled on 5th of Feb, and school leader track is the webinar is also scheduled on 12th of Feb. If you are interested in any of these subjects, please do join the webinar, ask your questions, and both of us wish you all the best. Thank you very much for actively participating in the session. I hope this was very useful for you. I really hope that you have taken sufficient notes and gone through each and every questions and how it is framed. Those who have not filled the feedback form, please fill the feedback form. And those who have still not registered, please register within next 24 hours. Use the discount code SST30 on the registration form. And most importantly, those who have not downloaded the app, download the app as soon as possible. It is available on App Store. It is also available on Play Store. Download the app, register, and join the community. Use the free resources that is available. Attend the webinars or watch the recordings. We have shared the feedback form. The code for the feedback form is 0192, and we have also shared the app link store. Oh, I'm seeing a question. Okay, so the question is, during interview, due to connectivity issue, I was disqualified. How to tackle this problem? Please ensure that you have active internet connection while you are attending the video assessment. So make sure you have active internet connection, and uh, in case of any issues with the internet, please do inform the examiner um, beforehand itself. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining the call today. We have shared all the links. Please use the link. Please fill the feedback form as soon as possible. The code is 0192.
Thank you, participants, for joining.
Some of you might have few questions which were not answered today. So there is Q&A sessions for your doubt clarification happening on the app or the center community. Please register and join there. If not today, tomorrow you might have few questions. So go register and you'll be able to ask the questions there. There are communities specific to TPO, so join that and ask questions. Thank you so much, everybody. We will see you in the next session.